This episode is brought to you by the CIA. Not that one, the other CIA, Champion Insurance Agency. Visit them at www.champinsurance.com, not .gov like the other guys. Champion Insurance handles both personal and commercial insurance with professional service and relationship building that is bar none. www.champinsurance.com.
Yeah, so I wrote down in my notebook because it's our 150th episode, blah blah blah, all this. But I'll be honest, I'm completely thrown off by the Hezbollah fucking avatar with Justin's haircut. But no, is it the guy standing under the tree, John? Too? Is that right? Isn't that the? I got nothing.
Nah.
It doesn't.
What you talking about, yo?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
You can't see shit but him. It's a fucking portrait.
I didn't even know who the fuck Hasbulla was up until like 2 months ago. I had to Google it. Like, who is this fucking cat?
Yeah, he like 20. He like 20 something years old, but he looked like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Like a fucking toddler, yo. And he don't speak English. Like,
nah.
He's Russian or some shit.
Yeah, he's a Dagestani.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hangs out with Dennis Eckersley's daughter, right? Isn't that who it was? Didn't we say that?
I thought his man's was Khabib.
And him too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Dana White, because he's cutting the check.
Yeah.
So he's like I guess he signed a 5-year deal or whatever. So I guess he's just like a brand ambassador or something. You just got to show up and.
Has Bula signed a 9-year deal or 5-year deal?
Yeah.
For
yeah.
What?
Right. Just got to show up.
To be a mascot?
Yeah, basically.
The official mascot of the UFC?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because he was at the he was at the He looks like he looks like somebody's grandma, right? Like white people grandmas when they get old.
Yeah.
But like with better skin.
Like an old dyke grandma. Like a badass grandma. Like yeah, I'll see you guys later. She go outside. It's a fucking Harley with a sidecar waiting for her out there. She jump in the sidecar.
And she's got cut off sleeves and fucking tats. Just but not sleeves, just like right here, like right on her bicep, John. Yeah, for sure. Smokes fucking. There he is. Yeah, he just gets paid to do that. Stand in front of shit, and then I think like when he goes to the fights too, he slaps celebrities and shit like that. Like that's part of his thing. But I saw the other night he was at whatever the fight was the other night, and Mark Wahlberg. Oh, he was at the slap thing. The Dana
White shit.
Yeah, and Mark Wahlberg was there because it was in Vegas, but he didn't. Hasbulla didn't slap the Wahlburger out of him for whatever reason. Yeah, Hasbulla.
The internet is a beautiful place.
Yeah. So episode 150.
Hold up. He stole P.O.'s. He stole P.O.'s whole fucking flow, word for word, bar for bar. He just got the white privilege, yo.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yo, P.O. was him before him. P.O.
Correct.
was like P.O.'s favorite line was, "I'm not a fucking baby. I'm a fucking
man." Yeah. Yeah, he stole his whole shit.
Jim, bring up P.O. Bring up P.O. the midget. P.I.O.
I can spell the last name.
P.O. little person. I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm a man. Yeah, him. He a little bit taller than what's the name?
Yeah.
He probably like 3 feet something. He looked like a 4-year-old. Hasbulla looked like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, he had the flow way before though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he ain't get no UFC deal though.
Nah, but he's getting money.
Yeah.
He ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He still live in DR. He just be coming out here.
Yeah. Yeah. So episode 150. And we were very prepared with the intro song. I was also very prepared with the artwork. This was not this month's. This month's is a Matisse over there, and I went to hang it up, and the bracket for the back, it wasn't on center. It was off center. So I'm like, what the fuck? It's kept going crooked. I'm like, oh, fuck. Also, the painting wasn't mine. I opened it up. It was actually a gift for the wife from White Jimmy Rollins' wife when we went to the exhibit a while back. So I'm probably going to get in trouble for fucking opening it up too, only for it to just sit there while the rest of our house is under construction. So I'd like to get that out of the way. And yeah, so this is an old Rory piece. I'm bringing this up because this is on the way. Talked to the guy the other day.
You said mine on the way?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one like that.
I don't know about the size or whatever, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's because he's been asking me for a while. He's been on fire out there. He's been looks like he's been painting a bunch of shit. And he was in a gallery a couple weeks ago, or at an exhibit or something. Sold a couple pieces, but he fucking called me the other day, 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. 1 a.m. Yeah, he called me fucking Saturday night, 1:00. I'm like, what's he calling for, dude? So he's fucking on the glass on the glass seats right next to the bench at the Kings game. Right there.
Yeah.
You see him? Oh, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Right there.
Dang.
That's close.
That's where he was sitting?
Yeah, that's his picture.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he fucking FaceTimes me at 1:00 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That's courtside seats right there, ringside seats.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's fire. Damn, he's right there.
Yeah, he was right there. So he was way closer. Recap: we also took the week off last week, but Sunday prior we took you to your first NHL game.
Yeah.
Said you would definitely go back.
Yeah, I'll go back. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah. So it was us three. It was us three. Joe Kelly, former part owner of Wildfire, and our friend Chestnut. So a couple people had asked, did anyone ruin it for Jim by going, screaming everyone's nicknames like you said? I said no, but Chestnut definitely made it entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him at he said his daughters play hockey. I want to see if he's that wild at one of their games.
If he turns into one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was putting them down too, boy. He was pre-gaming before we even picked him up, and then he brought a couple on the road, and then he had a couple when we were there. Yeah, I mean, he's putting them down.
Oh yeah, he was lit.
Oh yeah, good time.
So, well, I told you guys this, but I'll tell the listeners or whatever. So my sister Britt hooked it up, went and saw one of her friends at the place or whatever. Also didn't know there was two bartenders there. I knew both of them. well, I'd met both of them. So I said, I'm here to see Amanda, blah, blah, blah. And then when I came back, I said, sorry, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, no, we've met, right? Don't you remember? And I went, oh. And she went,
don't you like, fuck, no, I don't remember.
She's like, don't you remember the time we went tubing? And I went, oh, well, if I'm being completely honest, I remember that there was the experience took place because I've seen myself on video at the place. Yes. But, that was a while back. I went tubing with like in a fucking river creek, whatever, with my sister and a bunch of her friends. And
was there mushrooms involved? No,
just heavy drinking, fucking. Okay. And it was way too early. And I'm way too old to be drinking at Well, first of all, I didn't have to. So the memo was we were just starting early to depart because the place was like 45 minutes away or some shit. So we all met up, but you didn't have to start drinking early, but I just missed that part, I guess. And then just didn't stop. And then I was so tuned the fuck up that by the time that we got to the place, we got in, fucking we're floating, you know what I mean? And then that was it. Not soon after we embarked, my shit flipped. And then I was just like, fuck it. I just walked the rest of the fucking creek the whole way or whatever. Like doing the Geico eyes, floating in the river. Yeah, it was fucking. And my sister lost a picture.
Y'all was tubing in like a creek?
No, it's down the Delaware, isn't it?
No, it was like off the Black Horse Pike somewhere.
The Jordan Mays Landing?
Probably, yeah.
That spot?
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, and I went
right there. Like when you go to Mays Landing, that shit right there on the right. It's
correct.
Across the street from like a U-Pullet spot.
Yeah. And and I'll be honest with you, after the fact, I'm like, not for nothing, but that water was a little creepy. It felt a little creepy. And then wouldn't you know, about 3 weeks to a month later, there's an article about grandma, fucking poor grandma. They fucking dumped the old lady in the fucking creek, dude. I'm like, I fucking knew it.
Shit.
I'm down there fucking blowing bubbles and fucking dead old lady water,
dumbass shit.
Yeah. So right there, yeah. That except see how they're all tied together and everyone's like, yeah, and then me just dude, so loud. Oh my god!
You walking in the shit. You think the shit a lazy river at fucking Wildwood or some shit? Fuck out of here. That shit is a real river.
Yeah, I was fucking so tuned up, dude. Look, everyone's all happy, and then shut your
Yeah, I went there once when I was in high school. I went there.
Yeah,
we was in the fucking kayaks and shit, paddling down.
I went once on the Delaware. It was fucking pretty intense. It was up in Pennsylvania. I mean, up near the Water Gap, I think.
Yeah.
But that's not something I ever want to do again. No desire.
Yeah. You was shook, Jim?
I was shook.
Oh, shit,
Jim was like, Jim was like, I would rather be in a fucking restaurant, dude.
I'd rather be in a morgue than fucking be doing that shit.
Yeah.
You got fish biting your ass from the bottom.
Jim said, he said, this is way too much adrenaline for me, dude.
Oh yeah, they it's part of the aesthetic.
I'm good.
Shit fucking hurt, yo.
Nah.
Yeah, once a fish bite my ass, I'm out. Yo.
Yeah, I was done.
Anything bites my ass, I'm out. It don't matter what we doing. Don't bite my ass, so I'm out of here.
Yeah, so with that in mind, would you be able to all right, so we're only talking kayaking or floating down a fucking river or some shit like that. Could you imagine living out beyond the middle, fucking Montana or Wyoming or one of them?
No.
Yeah. Can I imagine living out there?
Yeah.
No, I went out there. I was out there a couple years ago. Remember?
Yeah. You were just
Wyoming.
Yeah, passing through. Now,
Yo, it don't get dark out there like in the summertime till like 10 o'clock, yo.
yeah.
It was like 10 o'clock. The fucking sun was still out. Yo, I'm like, yo, hold up.
So that's a positive. That's a positive. I guess a negative would be that's a positive, and then a negative would be it's 6.5 hours to the grocery store.
I was in Castor, Wyoming. So it was like, I guess it's like, I don't know, they got like clusters of towns like that where it's like mad condensed, but around it it's a bunch of nothing, just no man land. Yeah.
700,000 miles to the next gas station.
Yeah, but like the part that I was at, it was like it's hard to explain, like, because it ain't really like in the towns, it ain't really like a bunch of trees and shit. Like, it's just all flat.
Flat, man.
It's all flat, and then like, I don't know, it's just you see buildings and shit, but they're not tall. They're just regular sized buildings.
Yeah, they don't have like a skyline like you'd see in Philly or something. It's just just little buildings.
Nah, it's just small buildings in a big area. And you're just there.
I don't know if they're allowed in some of the states. I don't know if they're like, a lot of it has to remain the way it is. At least that's the way I understand it. I don't know.
What are you, a city planner now?
Yeah, planning urban development. Yeah, so we're kind of blocked out.
That shit crazy. Like going, like being a truck driver, just going to different places in the country. Like you look at places and you like, yo, this shit look like Northeast Philly or some shit. Like this shit remind me of Absecon. Like that's what shit be looking like.
It reminds me of the first time I played Sims, right? Or Sim City.
Sims?
No, yeah,
Sim City?
Sim City, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I remember
they've been going crazy on the Sims, yo. You ever seen like some wild videos? Like they still be playing that shit.
Bean probably plays it. Speaking of, let's get this out of the way real quick. First off, we'll say congratulations to Bean because he had the birth of his first child.
Congratulations.
And so on our way to the game, I asked Justin, I'm like, yes, what's up? Did he have the baby yet? Yeah. Yep. I said, oh, that's awesome. Did they, what did they name it? And Justin said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean? I said, is it like hard to pronounce black name or something? And you're like, no, they don't have a name at all. And I went, wait, whoa, wait, what? I said, what do you mean? The guy had fucking 9 months.
Couldn't figure it out, man.
Yeah, it's in my text, but it'll take too long to pull it up. But yeah, congratulations, Bean had the baby. Shout out to them.
So we still don't have a name?
Nah, they got a name now.
Oh,
they did. When I had already texted him. The fuck, dude? I was like, I asked Justin if your kid had a fucking name yet, and you didn't name it. You fucking failed, dude. Let me see.
Yeah, being a part of the Girl Dad Club.
Ken Soleil, Kamare, Michelle Bell. I hope I said that right.
I think it's Kensley.
Kensley.
Yeah.
That sounds white.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Sound a little country.
Country? Yeah.
Yeah.
A little country.
I mean, black people always got nicknames. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, she gonna have mad nicknames.
I'll tell you what, my daughter's class, all these white kids with these really weird fucking names.
Let's get into it.
White kids with weird names?
Yeah, like
they going away from the traditional.
Yes.
Traditional names.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's I don't want to say any.
Ainsley. I'll do them for you. Ainsley,
Hunter,
Brixton,
Hunter,
Brexit.
Harley.
This is my son, Brexit. Listen,
my daughter Kofifi.
we were big Boris Johnson fans, so we named our kid Brexit. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them fucking or androgynous names.
Like Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, well, that's a little less androgynous, but yeah, that's a lot more straightforward.
Every once in a while, you see a fucking story of some fucking crazy ass white people naming their kid Adolf Hitler. Yeah. Like, nope, that's one name you can't pick.
And it's amazing that it'll be like non-German people. It'll be somewhere in like Latin America. They're like Adolf Hitler Ramirez. And you're like, that just doesn't fit.
So a couple boys' names that I pulled up here: Cairo, Kairo, Cashton, Kashton, Ledger. I guess that would be like for Heath Ledger. And then some girls' names: Ensley.
Yep.
Paisley.
That's the king.
Yep.
Rayleigh, Journey. I mean,
Journey.
Journee.
Journey.
They copying off of us, man. We influence everything, yo.
Big Steve Perry fans.
You know, black people influence everything, man. You know we created hockey, right? You know that, right? Black people created hockey. Look that shit up, Jim. Look it up.
Oh, man.
Look it up. I mean, we had the first all black hockey team, like professional team.
Let's see here.
Look it up, Jim. I think it's called the Original Six or some shit like that. Boston Bruins, Blackhawks, Red Wings, Canadiens, Rangers,
that's the first.
Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they're the first 6 teams.
They're the first 6 teams. All right, but they said they got it from some league in Canada, and it was all black people.
Yeah.
Look up CHLM. The CHLM.
Yeah, they had segregated leagues.
Yeah, so Eddie Martin, a black player in the Colored Hockey League.
Yeah. The same like how baseball was segregated.
The black people of Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about that?
See, they don't tell you about that shit.
No, they fucking blocked that shit out.
They want to keep it a secret.
Oh, that's why we took
first hockey league was all black.
That's why we took That's why we took our black guy to his first hockey game.
Yeah, for the CHLM. I need a CHLM jersey.
Wear it to the next time we go to the game.
Yeah, fucking Willie. Oh, Willie. What's his name? What was the first black player's name? I'm gonna get his jersey. He played for Boston Bruins.
Willie O'Reilly.
Yep.
Something
Willie
like that.
O'Reilly. First black hockey player.
Yep. Willie
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think we know what our fucking Christmas gift is this year for Justin.
Oh, get him a Willie O'Reilly jersey.
O'Reilly jersey, yep.
Willie O'Reilly jersey. Hell yeah.
I'll agree to it now, and then at Christmas time, it's gonna be $700, and I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck did I agree to, dude?"
Number 22.
Yeah, and the Flyers fired their GM. Thank God, right? About 3 years too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing for that. I think it's just way too fucking late.
It just doesn't make fucking, like I said to you, it doesn't make fucking sense why they do it now. Like, why not just do it before the trade deadline? I mean, it makes no sense. The whole fucking thing makes no sense.
Or maybe that was just the final straw, the trade deadline.
I mean, that and the season ticket town hall was a complete disgrace as well, apparently. Where he said that he uses an app to determine trade value. He said, "Oh yeah, our analytics people are great. They came up with an app that actually gives me fair market value for players." So and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?"
He full of shit. He got the NHL game.
Yeah, he got Cho, right?
Yeah, he's got 23.
Yeah, he's proposing trades on NHL 23.
Yeah,
mobile version. He putting it in like, yo, would this work? Like, yo, this is a good trade, right?
That's so bad. Like, that's so bad. Like, and what even baffles me even more is how the fuck, like, there's no way in there's no way in hell you can convince me that they kept him around. Like, prior to this, we'll say the Flyers are, they're not one of the top tier original six or one of the, all-time storied programs. So they're probably like in that second tier or whatever, but a high level, at least expectation-wise. You know what I mean? So you're going to tell me that they've played this fucking poorly for this long, and you're going to say that you kept him around because he's a fucking nice guy?
Yeah. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, it's the city of brotherly love, man.
Yeah. Too much brothers.
I would have rather had a brother in there.
Right?
I mean, couldn't have done any fucking worse.
Yeah. I mean, probably not. Anything would have been better.
Anything.
Put Willie O'Ree in there.
Put a dead Willie O'Ree. A dead Willie O'Ree would have been better than a fucking alive Chuck Fletcher.
We're hiring Willie O'Ree as our next general manager. He's dead. We know. Actually, he's not dead. He's not dead.
That's what I'm talking about. He ain't dead. Yo,
he's 87.
He's still out here.
You know what? I as soon as I said it, I was like, I don't think he's dead.
He's not dead.
Fucking double dead. All right. A half dead. Well, yeah, what if they really did hire him and then they were like, news first broke on Angry? Oh my God, I would shit. That would be so funny, dude. I would fucking die. And it wasn't really Willie O'Ree calling the things. It was Justin.
Justin makes the calls.
Justin just makes the calls. And then Willie O'Ree's like, I don't know. It's this little Hashbula fellow. He's giving me all the fucking insights.
He's giving me all the info.
Oh my God. I would die.
So I mean, the best case scenario is that the president of hockey ops, Dave Scott, also steps down. They actually hire somebody who knows hockey to take that spot, like a Chris Pronger or like a Fred Shiro, one of those guys.
Or
Fred Shiro
or Keith Briere.
Well, Briere will be GM.
No, Fred Shiro was the coach in the 70s.
Yeah, no, his kid, I guess. The one that he was the Penguins GM.
Penguins guy. Ray?
Yeah. Ray Shiro, yeah. Make him the president of hockey ops.
Yeah. I don't also I think before I've told this on the show, like when before they brought, like when Hextall was still here or whatever, right? Fletcher replaced Hextall, right?
Yes.
And he goes into a fucking meeting, one of his first, like and fucking somebody from Comcast is in the fucking meeting or whatever, right? Like in a coach's meeting. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm fucking, such and such from fucking Comcast. And he's like, well, what the fuck are you doing in here? And he's like, I cut the checks. He's like, yeah, well, you don't do the fucking X's and O's. Get the fuck out. And then shortly after that, that's when fucking Hextall left, which would segue into how does someone who's such a nice guy keep his job? Because fucking corporate doesn't give a fuck.
Because he's a yes, ma'am.
Because he's a
yes
man. Yeah. Because, Comcast, one of the largest fucking media giants in the fucking world, loves analytics, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So maybe the fucking app was created by them.
Well, there was people going around saying that from other teams saying that they would receive texts when the Flyers did something, and they would say, this wasn't my idea. This wasn't my idea. This was somebody else's idea. So, like, apparently there was, 4 people making decisions, and, nobody wanted to take credit for it, or obviously because every decision was fucking terrible.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess. Yeah. I mean, they really have to just fucking wipe it out and start from scratch. I mean, it is a fucking disaster. But on the bright side, the Flyers are losing again tonight, and I believe they will have the 6th worst record or 7th worst record in the league, which is good.
After tonight.
Okay. So, yeah, they got about 20 games left, 19 games left, something like that. So they may be able to sneak in that top 3 spot, which would be fantastic.
And meanwhile, Al Morgani's still on the goddamn TV screen. I wish his ass would go back to fucking Hartford already.
Yeah, well.
He's a fucking... yeah.
And now they're talking about trading Carter Hart.
Well,
they're saying if the timeline doesn't line up, if they don't think they're going to be competitive or a contender for 5 years, Hart's only signed through next year. I mean, if you can get a haul for him,
get value now. You
get a haul for him. Yeah, you can get a first-round pick and a top-end prospect.
I almost the other day, yesterday or day before, I almost bought in and bought a new Sixer shirt, but I didn't.
Good.
I didn't.
Who are you gonna buy?
I don't know. Just a shirt.
Oh, just a shirt, not a jersey.
Yeah, not a jersey. No, just a shirt. But then I came to my senses and I didn't, because I was listening. I was listening to fucking, I don't know, one of the networks today, sports radio or whatever. Somebody made a pretty good point that although Embiid, I think, is a really good player, is he necessarily? I don't know that he's necessarily a good leader.
Why not?
I don't know what's he done. What's he led them to so far?
I mean, the best team we had was Kawhi fucked us.
Yep.
Kawhi fucked us.
And he might not have necessarily been the leader on that squad.
No, that was Jimmy Butler, right?
That was Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy was.
And I don't think anybody questions that guy's leadership, right? He led a bum ass Miami squad to the finals too. So,
but that was in a bubble. But to Embiid's like, he's a center, yo. He's not a guard. This is a guard-driven league. Like, yeah, I can't really call him a bad leader, because like you need a guard. You need good guard play to go to the finals in this league. Like, you can't just do it with a center. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
Right.
It's not going to work. Like, even though he's like great, he could do everything. Like, he could score and play defense as a center, and he could shoot threes. Like, he led the league in scoring 1 year. He's about to lead the league in scoring again.
Right.
And he could play, and he's, a 7-footer in the paint. Like, you're not going to be, you're going to think twice about going in the paint.
Yeah, I agree. And all that's gotten us is the second round.
Because we don't have no guards.
So with that in mind, is if you have one of the most dominant centers, why haven't any guards want to come play with him?
Nobody ever want to come play in Philly. Why? Philly don't ever get no good free agents.
Right, but they also haven't had one of the most dominant centers in So do you see what I mean?
But no. But if you look at how they built the team, they had Ben Simmons. They thought Ben Simmons was going to be the next LeBron. He was, on a nice pathway, and then he just free fell. He just stopped and jumped off a cliff. So that didn't work. We signed Tobias Harris. That was a stupid ass fucking signing because he's just not good enough, Like, he shouldn't be getting paid the amount of money that he's getting paid, like as a third star on the team. Like, he should be getting paid as a fourth, fifth guy on the squad, or second or third on a fucking bum ass team. Like, but not on no championship team. Tobias Harris, he get too many open looks, and he just not consistent enough for that shit to work.
Who's the Bucks guard?
Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew Holiday, the same guy they drafted in 2009.
That we got rid of.
Yeah, but we ain't had no team. We ain't had no team around him. Drew Holiday is not. He's a great role player. He's going to play smart point guard. He's big, and he can knock down an open shot, and he's going to play hell of a defense at the point.
All of the things that we were lacking in guard play. That's
but
that's
that
the
was
point, right?
But you would have to pay him, and it's you can't build a team around Drew Holiday.
I'm saying to compliment Joel.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we could use that. Hell yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. We had him.
But it was too far before Joel.
Too far before Joel.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
At the time we had him, that's what I'm talking about. The team wasn't that.
Yeah, and he also probably didn't have time to develop here either because they just wanted to trade him off because he had a couple of good years or whatever, and then
he's a good role player. He's not the star there. He made the All-Star team, but he ain't it ain't Drew is Drew is nice. He's nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he ain't the focal point of that team. It's fucking Greek Freak,
Yeah.
Greek. He just take advantage of the opportunities that he's given. He's a smart.
I guess
player.
I'll segue it into this. It's because I keep hearing a lot of fans from here, not probably outside, not a whole lot outside this market, but the whole, the MVP conversation again.
Yeah.
Do you think that Embiid is better or more valuable or whatever, however you would break it down than Joker or Giannis?
Than Joker, yeah.
Not yet, not Giannis.
Giannis, yeah. I mean, they got a good team too. They got a good, solid team with a good coach. So it's it's kind of hard to say nah, he not better, he not more valuable than Giannis because they got a squad with a coach.
The Sixers have drafted terribly since they drafted Embiid. I mean,
yeah.
Terribly.
Yeah.
And that's completely destroyed them. I mean, if they knew how to fucking draft, they would have won a championship by now. But I mean, you're talking about drafting Okafor, Fultz, Mikal Bridges. I mean, there were better picks to be had in those three drafts that you could have built this team around. Instead, you're now trying to buy with fucking, Tobias Harris. You're hoping, what's his name, becomes a star, Maxey. It's just, so many bad. It's with every sports team, though. If you can't draft, you can't win. You can't buy a championship. You can't do it. It doesn't work.
No. Unless you're the Yankees.
Yeah, but even when they were in their heyday, they were 80% of the players were drafted.
Yeah, on their last run. On their last run, it was a lot of them all came up to their farm club. They a lot of them were all almost in the same draft year, wasn't it?
They were all within a couple years of each other.
Or two.
When the last time the Yankees won?
2010, right?
9, 10.
Damn, that's
20, 29. Yeah, against the Phillies, yeah.
Against the Phillies, yeah, 9. Damn, that's been a minute. 10 years, really? 15, almost 15 years. Wow. Look, what's the longest the Yankees haven't gone? I wonder.
This might be it. This might be their longest drought.
Oof. Well, fuck them.
Yeah, other people copy their formula. That's all it is. They copied the formula. Now it's hard to compete now. They done figured some shit out that you didn't. Stuck in the past.
Also, I wasn't paying attention. It's March Madness. Wasn't paying attention to like the college basketball necessarily. And saw the number 1 seeds came out. Alabama got a number 1, and they're like, well, also have to pay attention to. I didn't see the whole big story that the couple of at least one of the guys, right? One of the Alabama players is involved in a murder. He got arrested for murder. I think he killed this girl in a strip club or some shit. Or he passed the weapon off.
Well, the player on the team, passed the weapon off, but the other guy on the team, he got charged with it. But the player that passed the weapon off, top 3 pick in the draft next year.
Yeah. So he SEC Player of the Year. So the guy that is currently in jail, and neither of them killed anyone. So a friend of the guy who texted the SEC Player of the Year said, "Yo, some shit was going down or whatever, blah blah blah." He texts his buddy, bring the fucking ratchet. Dude comes, drops it off, and then he hands it off to the other ball. Other ball goes up to the car, fucking opens fire, and kills the girl.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
So the other guy's going to fucking, he's probably going to the NBA.
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
No, he's going.
He's going.
I think the first game he came back from the shit, he dropped 40. I didn't even know nothing about this kid because I don't be watching college basketball.
Or moreover, SEC basketball, right?
Ain't they coach Avery Johnson, Alabama?
Is he?
Coach? Avery Johnson. Yeah. Oh, wait, is he still a coach? Oh, nah, hell no.
Nah.
They got him out of there. He was a coach. He was a coach for a couple of years, though.
Yeah.
4 years. Who was the coach at Alabama?
Nate Oates.
Nate Oates. Who the fuck is Nate Oates? Yo?
He's white.
He's white.
Yeah. He got shit popping though. Shit, I thought Avery Johnson was still the coach. My fucking dumbass.
I was watching whatchamacallit was on the other day, that fucking Calipari fucking ESPN Joe, One and Not Done. And I started watching it. Now, I'll preface this with I can't stand fucking Calipari, right? So then I'm watching some of this and I'm like, man, they're speaking really nice of Calipari, all former players and shit like that, and other coaches and shit. And then then all the bullshit started. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He left UMass in disgrace because fucking Camby was taking gifts and money. That's why he left for the NBA. Oh, that's right. And then he came back from the NBA and then he went to Memphis. And he had a pretty good run. Oh yeah, and that's right. When he left, they had to vacate all the 38 wins that year. And then I'm like, yeah, that guy just gets in fucking trouble everywhere the fuck he's at. Fuck that guy.
He ain't been in trouble in a while. He's been chilling.
Yeah, well, because the kids get paid now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he was at Memphis for a while. He's been at Kentucky for a while. Ain't been nothing in the news since those two stints. right?
I thought
maybe it was one. I think I do remember.
I think there was maybe one. I think there was
at Kentucky, right?
Kentucky. So yeah, there was one something or whatever.
Or did he leave? Didn't he leave Memphis because some shit happened?
Yeah, they fucked Derrick Rose. The Derrick Rose entrance exam shit. They fucking wiped out all third. They went. Remember, they lost to fucking Kansas in the finals.
Yeah.
And they fucking wiped the whole fucking season out. They had to vacate everything.
Oh, for real?
That's why he left. And that's why he left Memphis for Kentucky. See what I mean? Like, yeah.
California's a dirty dog.
Right. And then he didn't have to worry about anything else because fucking, you know what I mean? The boosters at Kentucky are bigger than Louisville, so they just fucking paid, and then Pitino goes down. So now there's no, you know what I mean? Now there's no, competition in the fucking state because he's fucking gone. Although, I mean, Louisville kind of went on a couple little runs, but nothing crazy significant or anything.
Yeah, they were always competitive.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy.
Yes.
This Tiger Woods and his ex-girlfriend stories.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
So break it. Yeah, go ahead.
She must be fucking crazy because, I mean, he basically told her to pack a bag and they were going on a vacation. They drove her to the fucking airport and they dropped her ass off and he's like, the locks are changed. Don't come back.
Oh, good for him.
Oh, man. Tiger
Look how the whole paradigm has shifted. The paradigm has shifted. Remember all those years ago when he was Thanksgiving morning fucking wrapped around his own mailbox?
Yeah.
Now
he's just dropping them off at the fucking airport. Good for him.
How crazy was this bitch though? He had the can you just imagine Tiger in a car, like a black Escalade? She gets out the car first. He probably gets out with her, and then he hurries up, runs back, and jumps in the truck, and rolls down the window. Said, "The locks has changed, bitch. We broke up. Bye." And just skirts off.
Like, could you imagine seeing that Tiger? Imagine seeing that at the airport, and it's like, imagine your kid in the back, Jim. Like, imagine, or either of you two, because you have pretty young ones. Yeah, Dad, that's Tiger Woods. No, the fucking ain't.
That was his girl.
Is that her, Jim?
That was her. Yeah.
Yeah, he got to chill with the mediocre white woman, yo. He loved a white girl that looked like she fucking a waitress at your nearest Applebee's. That's what he liked, though. That's his style.
That's his fucking groove.
He liked those fucking Applebee's and Chili's fucking waitresses and shit.
Country club waitress. They're not even country. You know what I mean? Like,
not even country club waitress. So fucking.
They don't even look like Applebee's. They're probably fucking. Don't come on. Let's not do that. There you go. Or Texas Roadhouse. It's getting waitresses from the fucking roadie. That looks like Meghan Markle. Is she creeping with him?
She was living the life.
Yeah, she fucked up
the life, and she was tight. I wonder what she stopped doing for him.
That's where I wanted to go. What did she do? You know what I mean? What did she do or didn't do that fucking forced Tiger to kick her the fuck out like that? You know what I mean?
I'm done with this bitch.
She probably stopped fucking licking his sack or some shit. Some kinky shit he was into.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
That's
too easy. She would do that all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. You do remember back in 09, it was a sex addiction that he was claiming, not any of the other shit, not substance abuse.
Right.
It was a sex addiction. So I'm venturing to say it's not licking his nutsack. It's got to be way more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was annoying. That's crazy. She had to be annoying if he had to pull that shit off.
Right.
He probably had the bitch shit sitting in the one of those boxes, those big storage, like mini storage boxes that they come by on a flatbed, pick it up and take it wherever you need to go.
Oh yeah, the pods.
Yeah, the pods.
He had somebody. Had somebody come by and pick her up in a pod, throw in her pod.
She looks horrible. She look like a fucking. She like one of them weird hippie bitches that. Yeah, I mean, be doing a bunch of weird shit.
Like, or what if? Hear me out here. Do you remember a long time ago we talked about Mr. John? Remember from the John McAfee, the fucking antivirus guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the maid from down on his island was like, I like Mr. John. Mr. John liked me to poop on his chest through the hammock. Remember because she said that they would cut a hole. Mr. John cut a hole in the hammock. So do you think that could possibly have been why Tiger threw her out? Because he was like, shit, you're going to get in the closet, shit on my chest. And she was like, nope. I'm not doing it no more. And he's like, all right, well, then let's just go on vacation.
Let's go to Australia. Kind of heavy.
Get in the closet, shit on my chest.
You think he's into fucking shitting on the chest?
I mean, like we said,
I don't see him as a fecal guy.
You don't think he's got a shittable chest?
I mean, I don't know, maybe, but I mean,
Tiger ain't into that.
Yeah, I don't.
What does a fecal guy look like?
That's more Asian guys are more into that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like getting shit on.
Oh, fucking Kevin Gates drinks urine. I saw that recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on pod or somewhere. He was saying that. Yeah, I love my girl, so why wouldn't I? Whoa, buddy. Unfollow. I'm unfollowing this whole page. No. Nope.
Yeah, Kevin Gates was saying some weird shit though.
Yeah.
I can't really get with a lot of shit he be saying.
Yeah. I'm not on that type time at all. I'm not drinking fucking no. Also, furthermore, like I'm not if a woman ever asked me to fucking urinate on her, I'm out. Like I'm out.
Well, funny story.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, all right. You got one, or is this for me?
Yeah.
Were you setting it up?
No, I got one.
Yeah. Oh, yes. All right.
So, me and my buddy were dating these two twins. They worked at the corner store when we grew up.
Yeah.
And I had the one, and she was fine. She didn't do anything crazy. But the other one was having phone sex with my buddy. I can't even say without laughing. And he's like, "Oh, let me put the phone down. I gotta go to the bathroom." And she's like, "Take it with you." He's like, "Excuse me," and she's like, "Take it with you." Yeah. And so he takes it in there, and he's like pissing. He's like holding the phone. He's holding the phone at the bowl, and she's fucking into it. And
no.
Yeah, and then one thing led to another, and there was some showers being taken apparently, but
oh yeah, well, yeah,
go to shower.
Yeah, she was into it.
Dang.
But but then when they broke up, he pissed all over her car.
Yeah, you like it on you? Well, how about fucking in your car?
Oh my god, dude. So fucking long ago. It was so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, so
I was just gonna say I definitely have like not in a sexual manner, more like being an asshole and pissed on people. Like completely different context. Like everyone's fully clothed and just start pissing on them. I did see it's way too deep in the archives now, but there was one not too long. Just I sent it to you when the guy they looked like they were at like a fucking like a rodeo or some shit in like Mexico or like New Mexico, Texas down there, and the guy was pissing on the guy in front of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's fucking. But it's the Eurythmics is playing. Here Comes the Rain Again. The fucking guys just pissed on him. Now that's completely different, dude. Like if somebody did that to me, like you're definitely gonna have to fight, right? Like that, like no doubt about it. Like we're in a stadium and you turn around and you fucking pissed on me.
Yeah, that's absolutely fighting actions, fighting moves right there.
Yeah.
When we was at the hockey game, I was like, we was so high up, but it don't matter like where you sit at in a hockey game because the fucking rink is so big, and you can see everything. So, but I was like, yo, people be really drunk up here and like go start fighting. I would be fucking terrified to fall down the fucking steps, yo. Like,
oh yeah.
It's just they steep, yo.
Oh hell yeah.
You never thrown yourself down a flight of steps for an insurance claim?
Hell no.
I seen one of my uncles try and do that once. But it was a stoop. Like we were like, what are you doing? We're like, get up. And we're like, and like we were at Eric's. I think we were at Eric's house. It was like Rory's going away when he first moved to California. He's like, fucking fell down. Get up. Nobody saw it. Like, you know, like, yeah. Fuck out of here.
I was gonna do that once. Me and Joe Kelly had a storefront on Broad Street when we sold computers, and we were there one night, and it was a fucking windstorm, and it blew the fucking sign down that was like on top of the roof.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, go pick the fucking sign up. I'm gonna lay under it. We'll call the fucking cops. We'll get a fucking insurance claim out of it. And I couldn't go through with it.
I know a fucking guy that did a slip and fall out front of a Blockbuster and said that he had back issues. And I don't know that he necessarily had them, and even went as far as to have back surgery.
Oh God.
Damn.
My man.
And I was like, how much did you get? $100,000. Like,
fuck.
What, dude? Yeah. So then, like after lawyer fees up, Flyers just scored, make it 4-3 with 10 minutes left.
Oh, fuck.
Just to prolong the bullshit. Yeah. So after lawyers fees, I think you only got you're getting maybe max 40, if that. You know what I mean? Because the lawyers are taking a third. Usually you end up with a third-ish plus a little more. So for $36,000,
you're gonna get back surgery? No,
good. Yeah, hell no.
No.
Hell no.
No. That guy also had the craziest occupation too. He smoked all kind. I used to smoke so much angel dust with this gentleman, and he was a respiratory. He was a respiratory therapist at the hospital. So, when you come in the ER and they have the guy doing the respiratory with the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, shocking. I didn't know that until many years later. I'm like, what do you
he was smoking dust on the side.
Yeah. What do you do for a living? Yeah, you're talking about in the morning. Yo, Dukes, I got 60 calling for, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, that shit was yeah, but I didn't know that until years later. I'm like, yeah, what does he do for a living? He's like, oh, he's the respiratory guy. Like when you come in with the fucking ER, like gunshots, or when you're going into surgery and they got the guy pumping the bag. I'm like, really? Like, why are you making a face like that? I'm like, I don't know.
I thought he worked at Wawa or something.
Like, I don't know what he did, but I was like, gee, I know what he did this week. I don't know what he does for a living, but I know what he did this weekend. You know what I mean? It's like
you wouldn't expect a guy with that job doing dust,
right?
You expect him to be a little bit more responsible.
Yeah, I don't expect most people that have a job to smoke dust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
I know I didn't at the time.
I mean that's pretty like next to heroin, like smoking angel dust has got to be up there, right? That's got to be
one
of
hard
the
body. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That shit might be past heroin for real. Like that
For
shit
some,
is
yeah.
wild. That's some wild shit. Smoking
Extremely
dust.
psychoactive. Yeah. Extremely psychoactive.
Some people dip their cigarettes in dust.
Oh yeah, Sherm sticks. Yeah,
Yeah.
never done that. Oh my god! One time it was way too, dude. One time they were way too strong. I had way too much shit on. Their shit starts fucking. That was, yeah. But the only other, well, I had a lot of standout times, but the one I remember was like, it was like 9/11 or like maybe not 9/11, maybe like 9/12, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe the next day, and it's like all the air traffic was grounded, like commercial. So then I'm like, me and my buddy were getting high. We're like right in Woodbury, but like almost West Effort, like by Bell Lake almost, right?
Uh-huh.
We're just getting high, like on the tracks, on the railroad tracks, right? And we're like, yeah, man. And then now it's a little bit, we're buzzing, you know what I mean? It's starting to, marinate or whatever. And then we're like, yo, can you believe this shit's crazy? Terror attack. Fucking, there ain't no planes in the fucking sky. And then I say it and I look up and I'm like, what the fuck's that plane doing, dude? I'm like, well, there's a fucking plane up there. And I'm like, but it wasn't, it wasn't military. You know what I mean? And then as it turned out, I'm pretty sure it was the fucking members of the Saudi royal family flying out of fucking Dover.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When they let all the Saudis out. It sounds a lot more credible now coming from me as opposed to when I was strung out back then trying to say it. I'm like, I fucking saw them. It was the Saudis. Fucking telling you know what I'm talking about.
All right, dude. Here's some more fucking dust.
Dust, yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. But before we get out of here, I do want to thank everyone for their continued success. That just sums it up all, or continued support in ours. I want to thank everyone for their continued success and our support. Oh, and I'll leave with this. So the morning of, as everyone knows, I biff tannin things real bad. I can't do fucking like the sayings or whatever, like the broken clock or whatever, shit, the ones like that. So I called Justin Sunday morning. Yo, what's up? You good? He says, man, I'm a little hungover. I said, oh, yeah? And then you're like, nah, actually a lot hungover. And I'm like, well, you know what they say, dude? And you're like, nah, what do they say? And I'm like, fucking lick the dog hair. And you're like, what? So that's not actually the expression. It's hair of, so I'm like, yeah, lick the dog hair. I'm like, like the fucking white people say, dude, like you fucking, you just means like you got to keep drinking or whatever. And you're like, no, I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And then I'm out back on the porch and I hear fucking Mars screaming from fucking inside the house. It's hair of the dog. Hair of the dog, you fucking idiot. Not lick the dog hair or lick the dog. Yeah. So it's none of that. And hopefully for another 150 episodes, I'll continue to fucking biff tannin them. And also, more importantly, outside the fans, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank Jim for changing the dynamic of the show.
Keep listening, man. Shit.
Yeah. And thank Justin for continuing to change his avatar on a weekly basis and completely fucking my intro up every week. I love it.
Before we go, I found a new bit that I'm going to do at the end of every show. I'm in a Facebook group called Buy Nothing.
Oh, yes.
Basically, people giving shit away.
Yeah.
And it's literal shit. Like, this lady is giving away lunch meat
Yes.
Should be used ASAP. And if you zoom in, this was from March 3rd. If you zoom in on the picture, oh, she blocked out the date. The date was like 3/1. It was like 2 days early. She blocked out the fucking date. But yeah, this site's gonna get me. We're gonna get some good material out of this because people just put shit on here that they just want to get rid of, and fucking weirdos fucking pick it up. So
I saw one last week. I'm glad that I'll tell you this one, but the other one I'll save for next week too. A guy was getting rid of he wanted 4,000 nickels. He wanted $200. That's four. Yeah, he wanted 400. He's giving it 4. He wanted 2, so he's taking half off. Cut the middleman out. Yeah. The other one was a little bit better, but I want to get the ad with it. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Yeah, get the ad. Send it to me, so we'll keep it for next week.
And I did remember, but she was gone by the time.
What's like this? Sweet potatoes. She's giving away fucking sweet potatoes.
National Park pickup. Come through.
Yeah.
Got these yams.
Yam bones.
I got this yam bag for you.
Oh my god. Fucking bag of fucking yams. That's fucking nuts. People are fucking nuts, man.
Yeah. That's that good. Absolutely. That's that good white fun right there.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. This is fucking white people doing this shit. White people will just throw this shit out.
Yeah.
No, they'll eat it.
We ain't that friendly.
Yeah.
Like you want somebody coming to your house to pick up a bag of fucking yams.
Fucking yams? That's what I'm saying.
Man, fuck them niggas.
Also, Jim hates Irish. Also, Jim hates Irish cuisine.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so fucking bad. I mean,
and I had to remind him there is no Irish cuisine. We don't have any foods. The only one is I'm going to my grandma's this week for corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah. You know what Irish cooking is? It's throwing everything in a big fucking pot and boiling it.
Yep.
Until all the fucking flavor's gone.
All of it's gone. And then you just kill it with salt.
Yep. That's some lazy shit right there.
Yeah. Well, you got to get to the pub, dude. That's pub time. You know what I mean? There's more important things to sit and stew.
Stew.
Yeah, did a double entendre there, huh?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, wrap us up. 150's in the fucking books. Jesus.
This music is terrible. That shit is torture.
It is.
You put me in a room with this music playing for like 2 hours straight. I'm folding.
Well, next year, Justin, we're all going to the fucking Gloucester City St. Patrick's Day parade because you hear that shit for 2.5 fucking hours.
Man, I had to get the fuck out of there early. Like somebody gonna call me to like tell me it's an emergency and I gotta go.
Get me the fuck up out of here, right?
The only place that there were more fucking white people in the Flyers game was at the Gloucester City.
I'm only going if cousin Cliff comes.
Yeah.
Come with us.
I'd be hard pressed.
Well, Chestnut will have to go too because that's his hood.
That's his hood. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, Jim.
Shout out to you.